only just go and have complications of the alcoholic liver disease. So there are so many signs and symptoms that people with alcoholic liver disease might have, and so we'll discuss that tomorrow. But today we are talking about the how the liver gets injured. Also, it's important to note that as the injury is going on, the body also tries to heal itself. So as the injury takes place, it might try to regenerate or to heal the liver cells. So the liver is capable of regenerating after some injury. So if you have been taking alcohol for some time and you want to protect your liver from starting from now on, it's possible that you can stop taking alcohol and decide that you're going to protect your liver from the effects of alcohol, and your liver can be able to regenerate and grow back to its normal state and continue its normal functions as it keeps our bodies healthy. So it's important that we take care of our livers and avoid excess alcohol usage. So by excess alcohol use, most people might not really understand. So for adults, it's recommended to just take just one bottle of alcohol in a day. You can take one bottle, but for most people, you find that they become addicted to alcohol and they end up taking so much alcohol and they can't regulate how much they are taking. So if you take more than 4 or more bottles at any given point, whether it's just one day in a week or for more than one day in a week, that becomes harmful for your body, and it causes so much damage to the liver. So excess alcohol use is taking at least 4 or more bottles in a day of alcohol, and that is what causes damage to the liver and other vital organs in the body. So it's important for you to know exactly, even as you go drinking alcohol, you can advise other people as well not to take too much alcohol and start reducing on how much alcohol you're taking, because it's harmful for your body. And if you're able to stop, then that would be even of greater benefit for your body, because you will not experience the effects of alcohol on the body. So today we discussed what happens to the liver. We say that the liver metabolizes the alcohol into a compound called acetaldehyde, and this compound is what causes injury to the liver and causes inflammation. And so over time your liver cells become scarred and leads to cirrhosis. But if you stop taking the alcohol, the liver can regenerate and continue its normal functions as it always does. So tomorrow we'll talk about the signs and symptoms. Be sure to watch and make sure you stay healthy. I'll see you again tomorrow.
There you have it. Always ensure that you stay healthy. Quite important there from the doctors. But right about now, let's get direct into our money market. So we have the Great British Pound. They are buying at 25 kwacha 25 ngwe and selling at 25 kwacha 75 ngwe. We have the Euro. They are buying at 21 kwacha 70 ngwe and then selling at 22 kwacha 13 ngwe. We have the South African Rand. They are buying at 1 kwacha 07 ngwe and selling at 1 kwacha 09 ngwe. We have the United States dollar. They are buying at 1 kwacha 35 ngwe and we have the United States dollar. They are buying at 20 kwacha 35 ngwe and selling at 20 kwacha 75 ngwe. Interesting. I'm even failing, to just get the figures right, because My prediction, Nelson, last week was that we are going to see one dropping, trading somewhere maybe at 17, going less than that, but we have seen that it has continued increasing, and this is quite unfortunate. Okay, you have to realize that, the continued increase has an impact on the price of commodities. Yeah.
Maybe we haven't answered to the core of ensuring that we are more of a productive citizenry, where a lot of us think of only consuming and not going into doing the dirty work and add value in as far as our country runs is concerned. But I think right about now we move directly into one of our stories, right? That were making headlines. The previous week?
The previous week, as well as some of the stories that made headlines yesterday. Just a reminder to our viewers that we have officially opened our phone lines. Your viewers can take part in our conversation this morning by calling us on the numbers that are on your screen. If you're watching us in the comfort of your home, and those who are watching us direct on Facebook, please do drop us those messages and let us get interacted. But zooming in some of the stories that we had yesterday, quite interesting, and this story was done by you, Nelson. But before I get to read this story, I really don't understand why people would most of the time try to take justice in their own hands.
I think as a country we've moved at a point where most of the times we think about speculations without verifying what is really obtaining on the ground. And when you look at this particular case in Mumbwa, there were a lot of speculations that were surrounding the death of those people that were killed by an irate mob. And you begin to ask questions. Either we still have that empathy or sympathy for humanity, because at the end of the day, we are also supposed to be thinking of what will be of those relatives to the deceased.
To the deceased, yes.
You find that maybe this person would have been a family pillar.
Yeah.
Now, what is happening now that they're long gone? Yeah. I think I also saw one of the videos going around where some Tanzanian nationals are claiming that one of theirs that was killed in that riot be repatriated to Tanzania to ensure that they do their process, because he was one person they depended on, and there's a family they've been hit back in the sense that there's a lot that is going on, and they're unable to comprehend to say one of theirs just died like that.
It also reminds me the time that as a country we experienced the gassing incident that was early 2020. We had rumors going around, no gassing this, and people were killed. Those who were suspected of being behind the said gassing incident were killed, but we have never had a report of who was killed, who died out of gassing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's quite sad that people have continued to take the law in their own hands, and we hope that at the end of the day justice will prevail. And we are told that a lot of people are now being arrested.
Yes.
Those who took part in the same thing.
Yes,
quite
suspected. Yes. As of yesterday, we had about 136, and among them 2 murder suspects. That is for those people that had died, and previously before Yakaipa and a friend were allegedly murdered by an irate mob. So all those are stories that we also look forward to getting an update on in terms of what is prevailing on the ground. Does it mean that now that the number has increased? Because yesterday, Mr. Roy Kashimba was also assuring us to say they're making sure as police to ensure that they separate these numbers in terms of those that were part of the riot and those that took part in the killings.
Yeah, quite sad. Anyway, let's get to look at that story where about 136 people believed to have been behind the riots in Mumba district, where two businessmen were killed by a mob last week, have been arrested. Let's get direct into playing that story, and we'll be right back.
Last week, Wednesday, 13 September 2023, Mumba district in Central Province was the home of bloodshed as an irate mob allegedly murdered 2 prominent Nkehema and Mumba businessman Ernest Sekaonga, popularly known as Yakaipa, and his friend David Mwakioma, a Tanzanian national, during a riot after information went round that a person had been killed in a suspected ritual murder. As bloodshed engulfed the cattle-rearing district, destruction also extended to properties worth millions of kwacha, among them the burning of a district veterinary office, to ashes, affecting more than 40,000 heads of cattle in the district. In the quest to restore law and order in the district, about 136 people believed to have been behind the riot in Mumbwa district so far have been arrested, while investigations are ongoing. Central Province Commanding Officer Roy Kashimba confirms that among the arrested 136 rioters, 2 are alleged murder suspects.
And we've made some arrests, about 136, and 2 murder suspects. And we are still profiling those 136 to separate them from those that were involved in riotous behavior and those that were found with actual stolen goods. The people should remain calm, and allow us, the police, to do a professional job, so that at the end of the day we can have justice.
Chief Mumba of the Kaonde people of Mumbwa district says his leadership will not condone lawlessness and called on the law enforcement agencies to speed up investigations and bring all involved to book.
We can't still condone that. We can't allow. That is criminality. And I hope the relevant institutions will investigate and bring the perpetrators to book. Our chiefdom will not support lawlessness. We are law-abiding. Mumbwa has been a good place. We grew up here, went to school here,